everybody. Welcome to the Great Franchisee. Today we're joined by a 360 new franchisee named Andrey. Is that how you say your name, Andrey?
Yeah, I said Andrey, it's up
Andrey.
to you.
Right.
Andrew, Andy.
Right. Now you need to pronounce your last name for everybody.
Oh yeah, that's Shelokovskiy. That's kind of tricky, so I wouldn't spell that out for you. So
We got
Andrew is
it.
good.
We got it. So tell us where you're from. What's your personal story?
Oh yeah, I'm from Kazakhstan. I'm from originally hometown called Aktau. It's a little city of 250, 300,000 people. So uh, my story is that I spent over 10 years in the painting industry. I did corporate world, worked for PPG for last 6 years, and I was in charge of protective and marine coatings division. I was managing 4 countries in the Caspian region. That was Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, and Georgia. So I've got a quite a lot of experience in the painting industry, not necessarily the residential, but I did a lot of industrial stuff, worked in the oil and gas, petrochemical industry, offshore, all that crazy stuff.
Wow. How did you get to the US? Because we know that area of the country right now is just in turmoil.
Yeah. We always were looking for opportunities within my family. And I felt like I have accomplished a lot within the corporate world and that part of the world specifically. So, and I was looking for a new challenge, kind of where to move forward, right? And like US obviously has a great economy, and then it's a lot to do here. It's a lot to accomplish. It's a lot to work on. So basically, we decided with my family to take a new challenge and then come to US and try to set up a business here.
Well, we see that you're in your car and you're getting ready to go to a client. So we know you're busy. I mean, every franchisee is so busy. Tell us, what made you go into franchising? Why did it make sense to you?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, we are talking about a painting season here. It's pretty warm right now, so everybody is looking to update their exteriors and spend more time outside. So obviously, we are very busy right now. In terms of the franchise world, it does make sense to choose a franchise in terms of you get a lot of framework to build on, and then whenever like in the corporate world, for example, you start working for corporate companies where you got a lot of framework that's already built in, and then you just need to fit in as a puzzle in a whole system. So, and then whenever you want to start your own business from the scratch, you have a lot of hurdles to go through, right? So, and then the franchise world is giving you that ability to bridge all those gaps and then move as efficiently as possible, and then get your business up and running in no time.
So I have to ask you, because you're from outside the country, what was your perception of franchising prior to becoming a franchisee? And now, what would you like people to know?
To be honest, I didn't really dig deep into the franchising before, so it was something new to learn, and I did a lot of like exploratory work on my behalf in terms of the different painting franchisees. It wasn't the case that I was looking at different businesses because I told you that I had so much experience in the painting industry, and it kind of made sense for me to transition in a way to the painting business here, uh, to not sort of reinvent the wheel, right? So I believe like my perception was that you get like support from the corporate, and then a lot of guidance where you get to build your business in the most efficient way. And with 360 painting with the PSB franchise, overall so far I'm very happy that they have laid out a great framework to build on. Obviously, every business and every location is unique, and you have to adjust in order to make your business successful. But I mean, they giving you the great framework to build on.
Absolutely. So, what makes you stand out as a local business owner in your community of Dallas?
Yeah, I mean, as an owner, I really care about my customers, and then I pay close attention to the services that we provide, and I want to make a difference for every homeowner in terms of the seamless project executions, because I see like in the contractual world that are a lot of people that are not satisfied with the way the contractors perform, and I'm trying to change that perception where we can be the company that's the most reliable, and then that can be proven to do great quality work. So in that respect, as the owner of the company, I'm focusing on the execution of all the project from the start to the finish. It starts with our estimates, with our proposal to the client, and it follows on alongside the process with the production, and then the walkthrough with the customer where we make sure that nothing is left behind.
So, that leads me into my next question, which is what do you hope to achieve with this business? And what are your plans for growth? Dallas is a huge market.
Yeah, I've got a great area for sure. I operate in the North Dallas area. It's I mean there's a abundance of a choice of the for the painters over here, but I feel like the market is so big that that everybody will get their own piece depending on where they are in the market in terms of in terms of the quality and the pricing, right? So I'm hoping to grow and scale my business because I had a lot of experience with the corporate world, and I was able to scale and build the territories that I was operating in, and then I was able to build the territories of my operations to $5 million annually. So I'm hoping to build my franchise and get it up to 3 million annually, and then make sure that we grow from there.
That's a huge goal and wish you the best of luck with that. What made you pick 360? Obviously, you have this 10 years of solid painting experience. And I guess the other question is, aside from picking 360, are you going to be the 360 painter who's out there enjoying painting?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the painting is in my blood, I guess, by now. So it's kind of hard to get out of the painting business once you're in there. So in terms of the in terms of the 360 painting, uh, I have spoken to other franchisors, and then obviously 360 painting stands out for the package that they offer with the technology, with the advancement in the industry. They try to bring as much technological advancements into the learning process, which helps a lot new business owners, especially with no prior business experience. So you get a lot of support from the corporate in terms of uh, starting your operations, making your first sales, working through the process in terms of the stuff like marketing, accounting, bookkeeping, all that stuff, which could be overwhelming. And then if you don't have a system that you can operate with, that can lead you to a lot of overwhelming moments.
What's interesting is you said that, overseas you had a $5 million business and it wasn't a franchise model, right? You had to start from the ground up.
No, that was PPG. That was the big American company. It's yeah. So it's a corporate world, right? But I was responsible for those areas that we had to scale from basically the ground up. So I was in charge of the supply chain, the distribution model, key account management, and then business development for all those clients. So I know quite a bit about the business, and I can tell you that like here in the US as opposed to the overseas, it's a lot it's a lot easier to do business over here as opposed to the businesses that you deal in a post-Soviet world. So it was a challenging transition in a way, in terms of the language, the culture, and then like overall adaptation. But I believe that overall, if you look at a bird's eye view perspective, you're looking at, it's a lot easier to do business here, and especially with the great support of the the franchise.
I love that. So, what is one thing about your story that you would want us to know?
Um, yeah, I'm. That's a good question. So I think, I like to accomplish my goals, and I like to envision the future. So and that kind of helps me to lead my way, lead myself through the challenges that arise on the horizon. So and I'm like the goal-oriented person that can envision the future and then lead myself and others towards that.
At 31, we have no doubt that you're going to be successful with this franchise. So, what advice do you have for other people, really in your age range too, that are thinking about becoming franchise owners?
Um, yeah, I mean, just listen to your gut, and then if you are looking at that transition, if you're looking at, working for yourself as opposed to the corporate companies, and I understand it might be scary, it might be overwhelming for some of the folks, but just trust the process, listen to your gut, follow your heart, and you'll be successful. And just work hard by the end of the day.
Everyone says it takes that hard work, that sweat equity. So, what advice would you have for people who are overseas right now in an environment that you was similar to you, and they're thinking about coming to the U.S. and they're thinking about dreaming big like this? What would you say to them?
I would say that if you dream about it, if you want it, go for it, right? So we only live one life, and then we have limited time on this planet, and we have to take advantage of every second that we have, and we should never take it for granted.
I love it. Thank you. So great to meet you. Best of luck. You opened your franchise February 14th. You're just getting started. We do. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Jody.